Hey,
Hi, Gina.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great.
Hi, Psalm 146. She said
Hey,
first.
Tom. That's right. You are first.
All right, y'all. Lydia, get me if I didn't do it. So let me open up with the prayer.
Dear Lord, we thank you for our talents and gifts. Help us strive to use them wisely for the benefits of our special community. Guide us to fulfill your plan for each of us. Give us the grace to be humble, respectful, and tolerant this day and all days of our lives.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. So we gonna talk about planners.
I don't really care for planners that much, but I'm going to
Lies.
talk about it.
Lies.
I mean, I got one or two.
One or two.
I mean, I've used them before. I've seen them in the stores. Hey, some.
Okay,
And,
so
yeah. Y'all know I love some
I will
planners.
say this year has been my first year with a planner. I wouldn't use one, and I wanted one because I was always oversleeping, and I would have to text the girls at work, "Do I have a meeting this morning?" And I said, "All right, I'm gonna get a planner. I'm gonna write down my meetings, and I'm gonna take it home with me." Hey,
Hey,
KK.
KK.
And it was something about it. I just became hooked. I am all about some planners and journals and stuff.
Yes, I have found my kindred spirit. When I found out Tia loved journaling and can't and planners as much as I
Mhm.
did, ciao.
Psalm says, I used to spend hours just decorating the planner instead of actually making plans.
Oh, you got to do both. You got to split it.
I have already set aside, I was like, okay, because right now, usually on Sundays, I'll take an hour or two and look at my stuff for the next week. But in this coming up year, I am expanding my planners. So I'm like, I'm going to need more hours. I need to decorate and I need to plan.
Yep, got to have time for both.
So some planners that I use right now, this is just my everyday. I take to work, I keep it in my purse. It's my everyday planner. It's a Erin Condren. And I'll just show you my month of October. And then it's got the days in it. And then I also have a prayer journal, a wellness planner, and then my budget planner. But
Hey, Sunday backyard farmer.
hey, Sunday backyard farmer, how are you? How you doing? But this year I'll be getting all of that, or for next year I'll be getting all of that. But I will also be I want a new wellness planner. I don't like the one I have. So actually I just got a new wellness planner today. And I'm also going to, along with the budget, incorporate like some spending or some savings challenges and planning that out more specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, I have a couple planners, guys, a few. So I have this one. This one, it's got GG on it. I got this on SD. It was not very expensive. And I kind of just use it to track my envelopes that I use for savings and cash and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that are for like my car maintenance, my car insurance, stuff like that, that is going to only be paid like if something happens or once a year. I track it in here so I can remember how much I have for those
Mm-hmm.
things. And who lives without a budget planner? You shouldn't be. You should be budgeting. If you want to know where your money's going, if you've ever gotten paid and you be like, wait a minute, how my money go that fast? I only pay. You better get you a budget planner.
Mm-hmm.
I make sure I know where all my money's going. I make a
Mhm.
home for every dollar I bring home. That was something I learned a long time ago through other things. But I make a home for every dollar. So I don't just leave money out there without a purpose.
Mhm.
So I'm big on that with my budgeting. I have a fitness journal. So I ain't gonna say it like that, but I'll be on my journeys. So it ain't like I'm the fittest person, but I have the stickies too.
Mhm.
I love the stickers and stuff. I've actually sent Tia down some rabbit holes of things that she wasn't aware was out there when it comes to these stickers. But yes, I got my health and fitness planner. I have another planner coming that's all Tia's fault, but I do have one that's for like
I
cooking.
forgot about that one.
This one is not that. This is for more for recipes. It
Mhm.
does have a few pages for meal planning, but for the most part, this is for recipes. So breakfast recipes, lunch, dinner, sides,
I need that.
desserts, and stuff miscellaneous. It just has a book for you to keep all the recipes that you really, really like. So you have one place to go back and find
I
them.
need that. What's that called?
It is called, I got this one at Michael's. And it's just called a recipe keepsake spiral.
I
See if I
like
can get it stuff.
I
Focus.
like
I did not pay
recipes.
that for it. I can tell you that. I get it says 29 something, but
Mhm.
that's not what I paid for it. I'm trying to get it to focus some. But I probably paid less than half of that, honestly. Because yeah, I'd be catching the sales.
I do like collecting recipes. What I don't like is I don't like the recipe boxes. It's
I know
personal.
what you
I
do
got something
like.
against it.
You like the spirals.
I
She
do
likes a good spiral
love
book.
me a spiral notebook. It's got it bound. It's bound on the side. I need a spiral.
I found that one at Michael's. I'm sure that Joann's probably sells them as well, but I found that particular. To me, Michael's does have a larger array of
Mhm.
planner stuff.
Mhm.
Joann's has more of the crocheting and
Mhm.
stuff like that. For this the materials for making clothes and stuff, but the
Mhm.
planner stuff I found a bigger variety at
Mhm.
Michael's.
KK
So
said, Bible journals keep me accountable. I
that part,
use other planners. I know what you mean, KK, with good intentions. I plan
yes,
out my life, then I forget. Yes.
yeah.
This book right here has been one of the best. It's called a prayer journal for women. Best like
Mm-hmm.
Bible journals. And I like
Mm-hmm.
because the pages, I can kind of, let me find a colored page, but I can color it.
Mm-hmm.
Where my OCD kicked in is I kind of colored that one, is
Mm-hmm.
each week is planned out, and I started this in like June,
Yeah.
and I missed some weeks, and my OCD kicked in. I'm like, the book's not complete unless I start at the beginning of the year on week
Mm-hmm.
1, and then I do every single week. So I
Mm-hmm.
will be getting another one for next year. And then I found out that the same lady, Shannon Roberts, she has a wall calendar with Bible scriptures on it. So that's in
Mm-hmm.
my Amazon cart as well
Mm-hmm.
because they match.
Yeah. Now I can tell you all mine are all over the place. My planners and journals and stuff. And I even have one here that was just a basic one I got at probably
Mhm.
Walmart or Target. And I use this one for my garden. So I plan out what's going in the garden. How I even do drawings of like how I'm gonna put it in the garden bed
Mhm.
and all that. So I'm all about it. This one is kind of messy, the one I use for my garden because it's not really for that. But if I
Mhm.
find one, it's gonna be on and cracking.
I like you have some. Hi, Jane Doe, and hi, Felicia.
Hey
Felicia, I hope
Jane.
you're feeling better.
Hey Felicia.
Not everybody.
Yes, hopefully you're feeling well.
I feel like my everyday planner is the messiest, but I put everything in that. Everything. So I'm take
Mm-hmm.
it with me. And then I have then it sections off into
Mm-hmm.
all of my other planner. So this is my new one I got today. Like Gina, it's a wellness. And this is where I'll keep more personal stuff in, so it won't go with me anywhere. But I'm excited about this. And it's not necessarily spiral. So I liked it if it's binder bound.
But I'm about to tell you what makes those the best. This is what I like about the Happy Planners, because that's what that is. And they have these spiral look. But I have swapped out the insides, the guts of this several times as I need to. So when I swap them out, then what tabs I bought new don't have months, years, dates, nothing on it. When it comes with it, it usually comes with every year you get it.
Yeah.
So all you do is pull it off.
I will say that's what got me. That is what got me, because I'm very specific. I need a layout. I'm not going to use some stuff. And if I'm not going to use it, I don't want to see it. Otherwise, I'm not utilizing it. So that is what got me. I was like, I can customize it and really get what I want out of it.
Take it apart and put new things in there. They even have accessories that you could put in there. So if you're somebody who likes like a bookmark or things like that, they sell all those things that you could stick in there.
Oh, I forgot I got some, and I didn't have a Happy Planner.
Yes, and they're made just to attach to the rings so they stay in there. Yeah. I love a good Happy Planner. I had this one. I have that one, but I had this was a budget one I did for 2021. This is not the cover that was on it. I printed this out and put like my season to win is one of my names I go by on social media. And I did the little picture I got off the internet, and this was 2021.
You made that.
And this is just one of my Happy Planner ones. It still has the Happy Planner back to it.
You made that.
It has the budget pages that you can buy. In addition, no months, no years, no dates to stick inside so that I can still track after I run out. And if I want to, I can go and buy some more so I can keep going and just change the front.
Hi, Shortcake. Welcome.
Hey, Shortcake.
I love all the Black women art. I will say you got me on that as well, because I think I told you that I don't think I have the best handwriting, so I don't like to write in them. I've been purposely purchasing them that they were already filled out. And you're like, you ain't gotta write that, just get a sticker.
Yeah. And these are some old ones. This is another old budget planner. It was a cheap one I got somewhere. It only had, I think, 3 months in here. I was like, why would I didn't know when I bought it. And then I have a meal planner. Now, I will tell you, I am a meal planner. I have been slacking on it a lot more lately, but I used to do it all the time. But you would plan for your week. And I only plan dinners. I don't really plan for any other meals. But I swear it does make life easier. Like when I plan it, I don't have to think right before I get off of work or right before I go to work what's going to be for dinner.
Yeah.
I already planned it. So all I got to do is take out something or whatever it is, and I already know what we having. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I also meal prep. So I will prep some things. But this one is a small one that I have. I had a big one that's like the recipe one. And because of Tia, I ordered a new one because I hadn't gotten a new one in a long time, but it is a very nice planner. I think when we get those, we should probably come on and do a video of that, because I think a lot of people could benefit from having that type of planner.
What I like about it, and I told you, is it gives you free range. And I told you I need to be able to customize something. Marcus is gone Monday through Friday. Mimi is here, but she either don't want what I ate or she ate at work or something.
Yep.
So I don't like the Monday through Friday feel. Like I'm not going to use it. But what I also liked about it is it had the pantry inventory, the spice inventory. Yes. And I can incorporate that in my
freezer, everything.
Yes. And our freezer arrives in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
And I definitely
Yeah.
Peak. I definitely want to do some type of freezer meal planning, meal prep.
Yes. And inventory. The
Mhm.
inventory helps for when you got a grocery shop. So
Mhm.
you know what's in your inventory. And when you before you it's like when you do your inventory before you grocery shop, of course, you know what you have in there, so you know what you need to get.
Mhm.
And when you get ready to do another grocery list, wait till you guys see it. I'm not even gonna talk anymore about that one because that one is so nice. I got one. I've only had one, and I got the one I had. I think I got in 2018,
Mhm.
and I I j- I was like, yeah, I have to get another one.
Yeah.
I just did. It's so nice. It even has a section to plan for gatherings. So say Thanksgiving, everybody's coming to your house. There's a section of this planner that's just for that. So you can
Mhm.
plan out every part of it, your main dishes, your sides, your desserts, how many people you need to feed, all those things.
Felicia said I bought some binder rounds and made my own covers and insides. Y'all are
Mm-hmm.
getting me
Yeah.
on that. That got me. KK says I love the Black women art. KK,
Yes.
KK,
Listen,
I
let me
made
tell you,
stickers.
that's what those are. Those are stickers, KK. And she made stickers. I got sucked into one of the sticker makers. But I love the dolls. I love the little divas. And this lady that I got them from, she even had like Michelle Obama, Ava DuVernay, and stuff like that. I have those too, but I don't know where I put them. But they have them for like paying your bills. So she's standing there with her pockets out and money all around her, basically saying I'm broke because I pay bills. I love using the stickers. I'm a big it's just fun for me and I budget. Oh, here they are. And I budget for them. So I don't just willy-nilly go out and buy stuff. But this is
Mhm.
the one that had like the different celebrities. So it has this one has Janelle Monet, Ava DuVernay, Tracy Ellis Ross, and Issa Rae. And I think the one that's missing was the one I used. I think that was what is her name? The singer.
It looks like she's got a microphone.
She does. It's the big girl singer.
Jill Scott,
No, newer, much younger than us.
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Her.
You're going outside right
I'm
now.
not old enough to be forgetting names like that, but I'll be forgetting anyway. And then
So
this
Songs had
one,
a question. She says the
oh
Happy Planner accessories are cute. I've never went with the brand though because I was always wondering, do the rings come loose?
no, I've never had any problem with. You mean like do they just fall off? No. Look, I'm pulling it. No.
Thank you.
You have
That's a good question.
to pull your stuff off of it to even get those rings to come loose from it.
KK said Lizzo.
Lizzo, yes. I couldn't think of it. It wasn't coming out my mouth. And there's Michelle Obama at the top. And then the bottom is Rihanna.
Okay.
And I think I used I don't so don't I think that might have been Oprah, this big one that's missing here. And I forget who else was on there, but I love them. She does okay, she even does like sorority stickers and stuff like that.
And that's also paper.
Mm-hmm. But like when I went on there lately, she didn't have as much stuff on there, but she's revamping, like redoing some stuff, and there's usually a lot to choose from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I have fitness stickers, I have zodiac stickers from her. I have all kinds.
So Shortcake says so you can't replace the pages if you need additional ones.
You can.
The way they're made is you see.
Mm-hmm.
Once they're kind of in, they're in, and you have to give it some pressure to get it out.
And you buy the packs, they come just like in a plastic thing with 12. I'm gonna pull it out because it doesn't trust me, it don't bother me. Actually, I think it only comes with 6. I have to no. I don't remember. But anyway, I'm gonna pull out 1 month, I guess. So they come out and they're perforated on the side. They don't just fall out, trust me. They don't even halfway fall out. Like I never had a problem with that. And in the fitness ones, the top front page always has like some kind of inspirational quote or something, which I love. I love positive affirmations and stuff. And then the first page of it is like your calendar, so your full monthly calendar. And then after that, you get um daily calendars. So and this got breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, whatever that you would track if you want to. You see, I did a lot of stickers instead of a lot of writing, kind of like Tia said. Down here is for like fitness. So if I go work out or I stretch or whatever I do. And then on the side, you can write notes to yourself. So if like there's something you would like to do better this week, if there's something you want to focus on this week, if there's some class you're interested in taking this week, you would write a note to yourself of that thing. And that's kind of what I do. And I have fun with it. I don't know. I guess it's just my guilty pleasure. Planning. I first got into planning. Excuse me. I think with the meal planning, and it just went from there. I enjoyed the meal planning, and then when I saw people having the stickers in their planners, that was it for me. That was it for me. I even have special pens. These are my pens for my planner.
Kodak is acting weird. I'm gonna run him outside.
Oh, okay.
He's acting clingy.
Uh-oh. I even have special gel pens. These are erasable gel pens because I like these for my budget planner. So I use them for all of them. And I like having the different color inks and whatnot. But I like the fact that they're erasable. So if I have to change something in my budget planner, I can. But I love it. I am a big planner fan. So, okay, that's good. Yes. You can definitely change them out. I have changed this one out a couple times. These are not the ones that came with it. The ones that came with it was whichever year I bought it in, and the tabs were labeled by months. So it might have had January, February, March, all the way to December. These are blank, so I could start them whenever. And like if I start a month and then I kind of fall off of it a little bit, because that's what I hate. Transparency. I don't be on it all the time. Then the next month, even though I started in January, if in February I'm really not on it, I could put March instead of February because that's when I came back. But yeah, I have fun with the washi. So I do the washi tape. I try to do a different one for each month so that it's different from the month previously. There's no washi on April. I didn't realize that when I turned it. But I do like to do that and kind of give it some kind of, I don't know, creative spin. I have found some really what am I thinking? Like unique sticker makers on like Instagram and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I too have pens.
Mm-hmm.
These are my planner pens, highlighters, those calligraphy pens, even though I can't calligraphy, but I can color like I can.
See, I don't have that. I got my pens. I do have highlighters. But I don't have a whole. See, I need to step my game up because Tia got a whole thing. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Yeah, I need to step my game up.
I'm gonna have to put a lock on my craft room door because
hey, Audrey,
I don't like to share. I would rather go get you your own set, and I know they be dipping into my pens sometimes.
Don't touch my pens.
Don't touch
do
my
not
pens.
touch.
I know which one is missing.
Don't do it.
Light purple.
Don't do it.
Hi, Audrey. How you doing? She ready? I sure am.
And I know some people, they like to do their planning digitally, which is great too. But I like having something in my hand. I don't know. It's just something about it. Like I sit here and I'll go through and I write down and I, do my stickers and write little notes to myself. I'm
That's
not.
how I am. I know I'll be in meetings and some people are taking notes on their laptop. I need to write it. And I'm going to shorthand it so it makes sense
Mhm,
to me. But
mhm.
also, when y'all go off on tangents, I'm going to be writing myself notes like, yeah, we could have stayed in our office for
No,
this. Don't ever ask to look in my notes.
don't. I used to write notes, and the person I used to be a lady that used to work with me. We were always sitting next to each other. Plus, we worked in the same department, and I would write something down. They'd be thinking I'm writing notes, and I would tilt my page just enough for her to see what I wrote, and it would be like, if she don't shut up.
I've done that, or I'm in a
Oh
meeting
my god!
and I see everybody else writing, and I'm like, so I guess I bet, like I'm literally writing. I guess I better start writing something down.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I probably have at least 12 spiral notebooks at work. I only use 2 of them, but I'm using like every single space. There's not a black page or a blank page so far that I have written on because I'm gonna use every single space. And I've told myself I've got to stop buying binders or notebooks, but they're so cute.
Why are you using foul language on here? I thought your channel was pretty clean. Did you see what Jane said though? I love
Uh-uh.
that idea, Jane. She said I should make Gina stickers.
You
It would be so
should.
cute. I love it.
You should make Gina stickers. She'll be
I love that.
budgeting. She'll be meal prepping.
Listen,
She'll be
Audrey, she's serious
hoarding.
about that thing. You saw that pen and highlighter collection? I need to step my game up. I showed my little puny pens. And she's like, oh, you got pens. Mm.
Hi, Tammy. How are
Hey,
you?
Tammy.
But yes, I'm so excited. So we will be back when we get the meal planners.
Mm-hmm.
And we might even do a beginning of the year thing.
Yes, and guys, like if you don't plan currently, and you're like, oh, that sounds so so nice. I would love to do that. Don't spend a lot of money on it. Every store has a sale on planners.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's, you just wait till the sale come up. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
have Michael's and you have Joanne, wait till a sale come up. Register on their site so they can send you those. What is it? 40% off one item, regular
Mm-hmm.
price. So if you don't get it on sale and you like, well, I want to get it now, you got a
Mm-hmm.
40 or 50% off coupon. I don't
Mm-hmm.
pay regular price for none of these.
Yeah.
None of these. Actually, me and Tia looked up on our meal planners because we were on there, and the price that we paid for wasn't the price that the other ones were. I was like, "Oh, that's fine for me. I'll get this one."
We're
And
gonna get
it
that
was
now.
the same planner. It was nothing different about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Uh oh, somebody made a mistake on the website, but guess who's gonna benefit?"
I know that's right. I saw a box outside today when I came home. I was like, oh, that ain't it.
I was hoping. I did too. I was hoping today, but no, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I like having them. I like having something to organize my thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm planning on doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes my life more, especially probably my ones I use the most are my budget and my meal
Mm-hmm.
are my most used. And during the gardening season, it was my gardening one, the one I was writing down notes in for that. But because I even wrote down notes like how something did,
Mm-hmm.
if I think I'm gonna grow it again, how long it took from germination to harvest and things like that. So I'll know next year, like,
That is a good idea.
mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm. I definitely did that. Do any of you guys use planners already? I know Felicia says she does.
And I know, like
Does
KK
anybody
said,
else?
it helps keep you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it helps keep me accountable. Now, sometimes when I have a free time, well, what are you doing this day? I'll be wanting to be like, well, I got, but I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. And guys, if you didn't see the live with the cricket, that live was Sunday.
Yep.
When Tia and Lydia were making stickers with their cricket. Go back because if you got a cricket, you can make your own stickers.
Audrey says, I do.
She plans already. Awesome.
So Sunday was the first time I made it, and I came home Monday, straight home, came in this room, and I was gonna perfect them stickers, and I messed up in one area. So Tuesday, I came home from work, and I was in this room, and I was like, I got it.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep. I love stickers.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I have them for every planner, probably but my gardening one. But trust me, I have looked for them. I have looked at them, I should say, because I've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
Getting like some carrots and some cabbage and some green, like different peppers,
Mm-hmm.
pictures of stuff. Oh, y'all just don't understand. I love it. I love it. And I budget for it. I have a envelope that I keep for I call it planner teens. So I call it that, but I use it for all my crafting. So whatever goes in there is what I have to get crafting stuff, whatever it is, stickers, planners, yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And I go months sometimes without spending it. That means it's just stacking up
Yeah.
because I'm going to put in it every month.
When you first told me that, I was like, no, I don't have to do that. That'd just be my regular spending. But I'm going to tell you, this past week, I'm going to have one for crafting and for planning. And it will go with me in my purse.
And mine is. That's why I can't show it to you because mine is already in my purse. It stayed in my purse. That one go with me everywhere.
I snuck a pretty flowery one into the cart when we were back school shopping, but the one thing was written down.
Yes, you should. Whatever you use it for, though, you choose what you feel like a planner would work for you to do.
You're right.
That's the crafter's heart. Yes. So you may be someone who needs just one to be able to keep up with appointments and stuff. That's fine. Tia said that's where she started. She was trying to keep up with her meetings and stuff at work instead of bugging her employees like, do I have a meeting on my calendar? Yes.
9:15, I'm on my way to work in the McDonald's parking lot because I stopped to get me some breakfast. Do I got a 9 o'clock meeting? Because I ain't going to make it.
Listen, and the sad part is, yeah, we could put it on our phones because we always got our phones with us, but that's not as fun. I don't want it there. I used to have a budget planner app on my phone. I didn't want it. I couldn't touch it the same.
Yeah, you're right.
I wanted that physical budget planner. It was, I just like it better. I like it better. But yeah, I love it. I'm all about it. And those stickers I showed y'all, that's not even half of it. That's just two of my little ones that I got that were in my desk. I have a whole it's like a 2-drawer situation over here. Nice. That little red thing over there with the 2 drawers. That's full of washi and stickers.
I just went in. I love these boxes. I'm sorry. I am all about these photo boxes. And they're like $3. I got them all over the house. I got my china in these boxes.
See?
But there are stickers in this one. Sticker books. It ain't full of stickers. It's books. So they take up space.
That's still full of stickers because them sticker books be having a lot in them.
And the more they have, I'm like, that's got 800, but this one has 1,200.
Listen,
I'm gonna get that one.
Listen. That'd be me. I'd be like, I needed to have 1,000 or more.
Yes.
I'm the same way.
I actually went to Joann's today because that's when I got this planner, and I had picked up a sticker book because they had a sale, and I'm in line. It's only 600 in here. No, I told the lady I don't want that.
Listen, I'd be the same way. And I used to be like kind of cringy about buying stickers when I was getting them online from like Oso Paper, which hers are not very expensive, but then Gold Mine and Coco, hers was a little more pricey.
Yes.
But I'm like, Gina, you say you actually budget to be able to have these things. If you want to pay $20 for a sticker, actually I paid $30 for it, for a sticker book. If that's what you do, know that when that $30 is gone, that's gonna be $30 less of what you got. And if that's what you want, though, get it.
Felicia said, I ain't buying nothing until Black Friday. And
I feel you on that.
because I want another Erin Condren, but Erin Condren is expensive. I got this because it was my first time, so it was 50% off. But Black Friday, she better step up her game because I'm expecting a lot out of her come that Friday. Now, I just see on Instagram today that they're doing another seasonal box. It was great last time. So I will be purchasing the seasonal box, but they said that they will also be giving away the seasonal box is $40 and it comes with like $100 worth of stuff. But she also said in each seasonal box, it will include a $20 gift number coupon code.
Nice.
I'm gonna need that coupon code, and I'm also gonna need your Black Friday sale so I can get all my planning stuff for
Listen,
$35.
I'm telling you, I haven't bought stickers since last Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even kidding you. All those, that's why I got so many of those also paper ones.
Mm-hmm.
The dolls. I bought when she had her Black Friday sale, I think it was like 60% off her stickers.
Nice.
I bought every one of them darn near. Almost every one. The only ones I didn't get was like the sorority ones because I don't belong to a sorority. And she does teacher ones and she does like healthcare. So she has her the dolls they might have on like the scrubs and a stethoscope around their neck and different stuff. Or if they're sorority, they'll wear their colors, their jacket for that sorority.
And
but those are the only ones I didn't get.
That's what I'm waiting for. I have a list of everything that I want to buy, and it's in my planner because as I think of something, I'll keep adding to the list, like the recipe keepsake book. I'm gonna get that. But come Black Friday, I'm gonna need a good hour or two so I can get all of my stuff.
Yep.
And hopefully it all arrives on the same day.
That's the best part is getting it because excuse me, the only thing I bought since then is that planner I just got. And I wanted it, so I got it. But I'm trying to think I did get this planner. I did get this one recently. The one I sent you guys. I did get that. I got all of them at the same time, pretty much. And I liked them so much that I sent one to Tia and Lydia. It is a really nice planner.
Now, honestly, I haven't started it. Why? Because I can't start in the middle of the year.
See, I can. And you know that they have, now I actually do this part, the savings goal here. I will, because I usually make a goal and then every month I will shade it in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where my old, was it in this one? Maybe it is. Because I did one where no, it's not there. I had one where I was tracking that. It's not in here, is it? No, I don't know. I have so many planners, y'all. I kid you not. It's probably one I've gotten rid of. But I love it because it has different sections for your budget. So I have like my fixed expenses, my variable expenses, my I call them trying to think of what I called everything in there. Because you make names for what you want to then it even has debt trackers. It has a savings tracker. But it has a debt tracker. So if you're in debt, like you have credit card debt or something that you're trying to get paid down, you track it every time you pay it and what the balances are. So my only debt I have is my mortgage. So my mortgage is on there. But I like that, like being able to track that. I have like my categories. I did fixed, variable, and then I have my envelopes. So I have a category of that. So my envelopes are like my grocery, my self-care, my planner. I call it crafty in here, but it says planner on my envelope. Home maintenance, car maintenance, gifts, all that kind of stuff. Yep, your bill tracker. I have my savings and all that. I have miscellaneous, which is random stuff, like some of my channels that I might be subscribed to. But I love it. And then it has like these little pockets where you, like, if you want to put your bills in there, when you get them, so you can keep track of them in there.
I like to put my
Or
receipts, and I'm
receipts.
usually
Yeah,
like out and about,
yeah.
and I'm making mental notes, but I haven't written everything down.
Hmm.
And then when I do like my weekly planning, that's when I get it all down to the nitty gritty.
Hmm. Now, I'm one of those people who use cash for everything pretty much. So my groceries, I budget amount for groceries. I take that out of my account in cash, and I take my envelope to the store with my cash. What stays in my wallet, um, and I have that keeps me in budget.
Mm-hmm.
I found that I can't be trusted to say, "Oh, this is my budget. This is what I'm
Yeah.
spending on groceries," and
Mhm.
take my card because I know there's more on my card,
Yeah.
so I can go over my budget.
And I had started doing that because of you, where I
Mhm.
took all my cards out my wallet. My thing is, I have two separate accounts, and the
Mhm.
one smaller account is my grocery. Don't
Mhm.
nothing come out of there but groceries, or
Mhm.
if I want to get something during the week. But I count it as groceries. So I'd be like, "Yeah, Marcus, I spent that much on
Yeah.
groceries." It'd be makeup and all type of stuff in there.
Uh-huh.
But so I don't use mine like that. But I would just use my cash kind of like my allowance. But I
Mhm.
was saying, told you the other day, I want to break that up more
Mhm.
where, I have cash for crafting
Yeah.
and planning, and then also
Yeah.
some specifically for when I go to the pharmacy
Yep.
or for work fundraisers. Everybody always got them popcorn sheets, stuff specifically
Yep.
for that. So
Yep.
that helped me keep track of it.
Yep. And I showed this on my channel. You guys, some of you probably saw it over there, but I have this is the one I keep at home, and it has like my envelopes in it. So
Mm-hmm.
this envelope is for gifts. So I budget an amount every month that I put in this envelope that goes towards gifts. And gifts mean like
Mm-hmm.
birthdays, baby showers, weddings, anything I get
Mm-hmm.
invited to, any occasion that comes up, I
Mm-hmm.
budget for that. That doesn't
Mm-hmm.
include Christmas. I have another whole another
Yeah.
envelope that I do for that. But I also do like my home maintenance, and I have one for my daughter and my grandson. And then I do some savings challenges. I do a savings that I do automatic out of my paycheck that automatically goes into a savings. And
Mm-hmm.
then I like playing little savings games. So this is my Saveopoly one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one I end up using for Christmas. So
Okay.
whatever I end up building up in there is
Mm-hmm.
what I use for Christmas. And I have no idea what's going to build up in there because Saveopoly is like Monopoly.
Yeah.
So I roll dice every pay period. I usually roll two,
Mm-hmm.
and wherever it lands me on this board is what I have to put in my envelope.
Shortcake
And I
said,
just
I
spend it.
spend more when I carry cash. I use cards only, and that leaves me room to splurge, but I am not impulse buyer. I ponder over and research major purchases. I
Oh,
was the
that
same
part.
way, and I wouldn't carry cash because I felt like I spent it faster. However, when I took all my credit cards out my wallet, my credit cards, my debit cards, my store cards, when I took those out my wallet, oh, I was hanging on to that cash because
Yes.
I knew this is the cash that I have. I don't
Yep.
have that credit card, that
To
store
fall
card,
back on.
debit card to fall back on. And I'm gonna tell you, I remember getting a bag of chips at work for $1. I said never again. I
Mm-hmm.
came home, it's a big old grocery bag, but I
Mm-hmm.
took my own chips into work
Yep.
because I'm not giving you $1 for something that I have when I
Yep.
can use that dollar on some stickers or something.
Exactly. And I think that's probably what you may have meant more, Shortcake, is that you spend it faster.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't spending more
Yeah,
because you
I
ain't
spend
got
it
more.
faster.
So if you walk out the house with $200, you ain't got but $200. You can't spend more than that.
That's all you got.
But you can if you know that you can fall back on your card.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you overspend with cash. It's not because you have the cash, it's because you're running through the cash because you know you have this. No, you
Even
have to discipline
mentally. So
yourself.
if I got $100 cash, but I know I owe
Mhm.
my mama $40, so I'm planning on giving her $40. But if I'm like, well, this costs $65, I'm just gonna take some out of my mama's bank, and then I'll stop at
Mhm.
the bank and give them $5 more.
Mhm.
I would do that too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you, I got so stingy when I had
I'm that way
nothing to fall
now.
back on.
I am that way now. I got to a point where I started having fun with it. So when I first started doing it, it was 4 people in my house, my 2 daughters, my husband, and myself. My oldest daughter is grown and on her own now. But at the time, it's the 4 of us. So I budgeted at the time like $100 a person per month for groceries. Now, mind you, before I started budgeting for my groceries, and I'm not even exaggerating, I was spending roughly $900 a month on groceries.
Mm-hmm.
That was toiletries, groceries,
Mhm.
all the things, roughly $800 to $900 a month. And I was. And when I started budgeting, I was budgeting less than half of that because I wanted to see, I
Yeah.
wanted to be, first of all, I felt like if you're intentional,
Mm-hmm.
you can. And I
Mhm.
cooked all the time. So it wasn't like I was spending 900 for us to eat out. No, I was cooking. We was just
Mhm.
buying all the junk and all the crap and whatever we thought we saw,
Right.
we picked up. But when I became intentional about it, 400 was a lot. I went 1 month and I actually, it's on my YouTube channel. It's from years back though, probably a couple years at least, where I did a challenge where I budgeted $25 a week
Mm-hmm.
for 4 people. I had to eat out of our pantry and our freezer because I had food. So it wasn't like I was scraping and scrounging. No, it was basically I was going to the store sometimes when I already had food in my freezer and my cabinets.
Mhm.
So I said, nope, I will create meals. I literally meal planned my meals, created meals on the food that we had in the freezer and the cabinets already. And then I had $25 to do fillers for those meals of things that we didn't have. So if I needed milk, if I needed bread,
Mhm.
if I needed eggs, if I needed whatever, flour, whatever,
Right.
I had $25 to make it happen. And I
Mhm.
stuck to that. And most times didn't spend my whole $25 because I was
Yeah.
couponing. I found a way to get what
Mhm.
I needed to get. And we had, I'm telling you, if you go roll it back a couple years, you'll see when I did the challenge. I can't remember what it was called. I think it's called a pantry challenge.
Oh, look.
And I was, yeah, good. And I'm like, so it's doable. Now, could I do that every month? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. Because,
Right.
of course, when I did it, I was pretty much cleaning out what we had in the freezer, in the pantry, doing that for that month. But I could absolutely do it now because I have a lot of stuff in the freezer and cabinet in the pantry. So I can make it happen. But now my budget is it's 3 of us in the house. I was trying to think of it mathematically, but it's 400. I budget 400 a month for my groceries. I think I'm pretty sure I do. Yep. So it's a little over 100 a person right now. So I'm really splurging.
2019 pantry challenge.
Mm-hmm. So I'm really splurging right now. 100 and some dollars a person.
I do because the account that I said, so every check and I get paid bi-weekly, $250 goes into there. And that's all that goes in there. We don't put any other money in there. But
Mhm.
every other weekend I get grocery delivery.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
usually, like I said, I might include a little extra, but it's groceries.
Mhm.
Now, Marcus also, we go to Costco. I'm not paying for Costco. Marcus pays for Costco.
Mhm.
And we get a lot of cleaning stuff and stuff like
Mhm.
that from other stores. But when I'm doing groceries, it's really, like you said, just fillers, eggs, milk, cheese, stuff to make dog food, maybe some
Mhm.
vegetables or whatever I'm going to can with for the weekend. That's usually what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think you can tighten that up a lot. That's a lot to be putting in the. You said 250 a week,
Every other week, so 500 a month.
but it's mostly just you and Marcus. Mostly you.
Marcus here 2 days.
Not to put you out there.
But what I will also do
Excuse
is
me.
if I'm gonna buy any sweets, I'm gonna buy it then.
Mm-hmm.
I might not buy any cleaning stuff unless I'm specifically looking for one thing, but I might
Mm-hmm.
buy like air freshener, like I said, stuff
Mm-hmm.
for the dogs, or I get
Mm-hmm.
Chewy a new sweater or something. So that's what I call my grocery budget, even
Mm-hmm.
though it's not really grocery shopping. I'm just getting some things, but it's coming
Exactly.
out of my grocery budget.
Exactly. But that's where you're gonna find when you start really putting like spreading out your envelope, how you save for different things,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of things being like kind of in a group,
Right.
it's going to work out better then, because you'll like for instance, for my crafting stuff, I just budget $25 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will be like, oh, that's not enough. I craft more. Yes, it is, because you ain't probably going every month and buying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I go to get my crafting stuff, my crafting envelope has gotten up into almost 200 before,
Uh-huh.
because I haven't bought anything in a while. But when I do buy,
Mm-hmm.
it's in there because I budgeted. I think 25 a month ends up being 300 a year. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
300 a year on craft stuff is, I think, pretty decent. Unless you're buying a Cricut, which I will not confirm or deny that I've been looking at. I haven't bought one, but I am looking.
But I think unless you're starting up, it's just like with groceries. If you just moved into a new house and you ain't got none, you're gonna spend a lot. But you're just
Well,
buying
that's different.
fillers.
Mhm.
You're just I need a new yarn to finish this project or stuff like that. You're not really
Mhm.
buying new equipment because we already got that.
Mhm. Yeah. And I love doing different craftings. You see the paintings in the background, and I've done some crocheting, and I like doing my planner stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
was making envelopes for. I make these are my envelopes I use for cash. You just slide the cash down into
Oh,
it.
I put a laminating machine in my grocery cart.
I can't with her. But and that's all this is. That's why she said that. This is laminating paper that I use for these envelopes. So
I'm making that. I need a
I
machine.
just make them, and then I put like maybe a sticker on it or something to make it kind of cutesy. But these are just clear, front and back.
Mm-hmm.
The back is where I tally what's in there, what I put in there.
And
If I
y'all
take
couldn't
something
tell. You
out.
couldn't tell that was a laminating machine. That was just a clear folder,
Mm-hmm.
a clear envelope.
Mm-hmm.
It's on my grocery list right up there with them eggs, cheese.
Wow. I wonder if they're gonna find it by the eggs.
As long as it gets to my house.
I know that's right. But then you got. Well, do you have a cutter? Like I have this that I can just like. That's how I cut these envelopes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna need that. But yeah. Sad guys. I know y'all like, dang, they still pulling out stuff. Yes. Yes.
You could take a scan.
Listen.
Of this room.
I'm telling you. But
and
it's
the
table.
It is. And that's why I said all of my planning stuff used to be in my bedroom, because on Sunday evenings I would take it in.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first did the craft room, I said, Marcus, if you get me a TV for the craft room, I can stay in there longer. So
I just said crafting goals.
So I put everything in here, which was now going to force me to be in here, to be present, to not waste the money that I spent all this stuff on.
Mm-hmm. And that's me. I won't. I will try different crafts, but I won't spend a lot of money on just any new craft. I will just get a little bit to kind of see if I'm really going to like it.
Yeah, I'm the same. If I feel like I'm gonna use it, I don't mind it being a heavier price tag if I'm gonna get my money.
That's me. I will go out for like my planners. If I really want something, I don't mind putting a little bit of money on it, because it depends on what the planner is given.
Yes.
Like this planner is small. It's a small planner,
Mhm.
but it's given.
It is.
I need a big one to do this. I love this planner. I need a big one, but this small
Mhm.
one's doing it. It's given. So it's really just about what it has inside of it.
Let me go
I
check on
actually thought
that.
about designing my own planner. I might do that.
Yes. Because I love that cover.
Oh yeah, I took that I took her offline though. Y'all probably seen her all over Facebook and stuff back in the day. I took her offline and put her on there. She was stepping into 2021 from 2020. And she was leaving all the stuff behind. We was getting that budget together. And this is back when I still had a couple things. I was trying to not pay off or anything, but cut. I don't know like if how many of y'all still have cable, but I remember when my mother-in-law, my mother-in-law cut the cord before I did, and she kept saying, "Girl, you need to cut the cord. You need to cut the cord." And I used to complain about my cable bill all the time. Finally, I could cut the cord, and I will never go back. Is paying for
Right.
cable, you got to be crazy at this point not to be
Right.
streaming. It's so much cheaper.
I stream everything.
But I used to color code as I did things. So like when I would get rid of something, I wouldn't allow it to be my crutch anymore. Like I had a gym membership that I had not been going to the gym with. I just paying the membership every month. I finally got rid of that because I was like, I'm not going. So, but what they did is, and you guys probably won't be able to see it. I'm gonna see if it'll focus in what I wrote on here. When I tried to cancel it, they was like, "Well, you could put a 3-month hold on it, and you won't be charged." You see where I put 3-month hold? So I knew that I was gonna have to go back and actually cancel after the 3 months because I knew I wasn't gonna go back. I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, put the 3-month hold on," because you know they be trying to get you to not cancel.
I will say I use my phone for that. There's a TV show that I really want to watch and I can get it free, that 7-day trial, that 14-day trial. I will put that in my phone.
Yes. I typically some channels I just end up getting it. Now I have canceled because most of them I connect through my Amazon.
Yes.
So they all show up there and it's so much easier to cancel them then. But so like my Disney, my HBO, and I have like Audible. I like listening to books. I've been having Audible though forever. I'm probably one of their like grandfathered in people because I've had it for a long time. And I have a couple other ones that are all connected there. So if I find that they stop putting out good shows that I'm not watching it, it's got to go. I'm not going to just pay. I've stopped doing that. Like I used to just pay for stuff like, I mean, it's only this amount. Mm-mm. And y'all know what? These apps have Black Friday sales. My first Hulu account was 99 cents for a month every year, for the whole year. So 99 cents a month for a whole year.
Or you can bundle them. I have Disney Plus, but it's in with, because we had Netflix until Disney came around, but Disney Plus was ESPN for Marcus and Hulu. So I canceled Netflix and now we have Hulu.
And unfortunately, I have all those things. But I told you my Hulu was 99 cents. So what I did is I have like 50,000 email accounts.
I'm going to tell y'all this. We have a streaming service. And I'm not going to say it's bootleg stream. It's not like Kodi because I do pay for it monthly. But I mean, it's like the next best thing. But I don't feel guilty about it because I do pay for it monthly. But we get live TV. They have the movies. They have the TV shows. Now I tell Marcus, I'm like, well, if it's out for streaming, we can watch it over here. I don't need to pay, or like the next day, I don't need to pay for HBO to watch House of Dragon. I just got to wait till the next day to do it. So we have that as our streaming service. Then I have Disney, like I said, and then Discovery Plus, just because I love the Food Network, and the streaming service doesn't always have that. And my phone just died. We got a Paramount. I pay for Paramount because I can watch my local news through that.
Okay.
It's the only reason. Really, that's the only reason I do it, so I can watch the local news and actually see my weather, not Chicago weather or something.
I've heard that you could do that with an antenna as well. I don't have that, but my husband's best friend tells us that all the time. Like, y'all just need to get an antenna to get the local stations. Because I don't like watching the news. I think the news is depressing, but my husband likes to watch.
I completely agree, but I do watch it for that. At least in the morning, I need to watch the weather report.
I just go to the Weather Channel app. I do. I just go there. What y'all doing? Now I get it at when I had kids in the school system, because that's where you would go. Yes. But now you can go on their apps to get it. You still don't have to go. Because I can go to my local station's app and I can see the list of school closings. My sister and I have family.
That's a good idea.
But you know what? I share with my daughter. I should say she piggybacks on all my stuff, but she does have Philo, which is like, it has like a few cable stations all in the package for really reasonable. And I do watch her Philo. That's how I see The Walking Dead. I actually know it. I was gonna say we have to wait the next day, but no, we don't. It shows that same day on Philo. So
my mom and I did that for years. I paid for Netflix and she paid for Hulu.
They say Netflix is cracking down on that, but my daughter
they're not, because honestly, we have one of Mimi's friends. The TV in my bedroom has Netflix on it because Mimi signed me into one of her friends' account. But that's
my daughter's still on my account. I mean, she still signs in from her home. She has set my grandson up on his, because you know how you can have each on Netflix, you can have each channel profile for the person. So if you pull mine up, you'll see me, my husband, my daughter, my grandson. You'll see all these different names. But yeah.
That's what I used to have. I used to have one for Tia and then one for guests. You go in that guest account. Don't mess up my algorithm.
Listen, that's what I'd be like. Don't mess up, because we don't watch this. None of us watch the same stuff.
We don't watch.
So don't come up in here. I need to make sure that I know how to kill. I'm just kidding. I like all the crime shows though.
I do too. I love the crime shows. So if I see a romantic comedy or some sitcoms, you done messed it up, because that's not the crime shows. That's not.
They're gonna try to cater to what you like. So I like that. But even on my Prime, my daughter has set up individual profiles on it. I'm like, can you stop setting up your own profiles with my stuff on all my things? But that's kids for you.
I'm aware. I'm very aware of the movies they are showing. I'll
cancel it quickly. I used to pay unused member. Yes.
Yeah.
Until shame myself out of. I was the same way, Shortcake. I was paying and it is wasteful. I was paying for so many memberships that I was not using,
because they know that people forget about them.
They do.
And
or
do you when
just let it
I started getting with you and budgeting everything, I would write down what day everything was due and how much it was. But I had to start somewhere. I didn't know it was just coming out. And I remember my Xfinity bill, it came out. So I put down every month what it was. And I was like, well, dang, that's really high. But I ain't seen it in years. So whatever. And then I kept keeping track. And I noticed that the prices would change. So I called them. And they said that we were repeatedly going over our limit. And so that's why it would change depending on how much we used for that month. No, you're going to get me on a flat rate. Give me unlimited, get me on a flat rate. But I had to watch it because I wasn't watching it. And I was just throwing money away. And
the fact that everybody isn't on unlimited is ridiculous. There should be no kind of plans that everybody is not on unlimited. There's no reason.
And the
You
price I'm paying for unlimited was $5 more than I was getting for like the 2 gig.
They be trying it. And they ain't gonna tell you because they just can keep charging you.
Exactly.
But it's just they try it.
Mhm.
There's no plans that should not be unlimited for anything. Maybe
Mhm.
cable, phone, internet,
Mhm.
unlimited. Don't play with me, or I'll take my business elsewhere.
That part.
And I'm big about that too.
Mhm.
So I'm big on customer service. If you don't give me good customer service, I will take my business elsewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure cake. I try not to just hold on to memberships anymore.
We actually canceled, and it hurt my heart, Gina. I told Marcus that he could cancel the XM radio.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had XM radio since we got my truck about
Mm-hmm.
4 years now. And he asked me maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, it's up for renewal. Do you want me to cancel it? I said, yes. He's like, why? You use it every day. You're right. I use it every day. But I don't change the station. I listen to the one station the whole time. I can create a playlist on YouTube, or I can go to Pandora and use it and hook it up through
Spotify, anything.
Yes, it hurt my heart to get rid of XM radio, but I wasn't using those 300, 400 channels. I was using the one with the old school R&B, listening to them old songs.
That's why I got rid of cable. It was the same thing. I wasn't using all those hundreds of channels they promote that you get.
Yep.
I paid monthly on a gym membership for 2 years and only went 4 times. Child, been there because I wouldn't go once. Yes. That was that. You see, that was 2021. That was Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
And 2 reasons I wasn't going. One was COVID, and one was I should have never signed up because it really wasn't convenient to where I live. So it was kind of out the way. And I was meeting a friend there who had a membership, and I was meeting her at like 5 a.m. We would work out from 5 to 6. I would come home, shower, get dressed for work, and go to work.
Yep.
That was exhausting because I was having to wake up at 4 something. No. And it was a gym in the building I worked in.
And then I switched over to Peloton because they have the app and you can follow them.
I've had it.
A bunch of stuff. And I use Peloton all the time. And then I stopped using it for 2 years.
Yep.
And I went to randomly get on not too long ago. I'm going to say it was probably January or February. I went to randomly get on and it said your account had been canceled. Why is my account canceled? I know you've been taking money out every month. I lost my card and had to get a new card. So the numbers on the back changed. And I forgot about Peloton and never switched over the new card. So they canceled it. And I was like, well, that's good because I'm not using it.
I canceled them. I was using it for during COVID a lot because I don't have a Peloton, but I was using the app. I have a spin bike. And I've said that $12.99 I can keep. I don't need to give it to Peloton.
And that was one thing too, because I wanted the Peloton bike and treadmill.
Yeah,
but I wanted to make sure I was going to use it. So I got the app. I'm glad I ain't never buy that bike and treadmill.
Some things are expensive.
They are.
They are expensive.
Oh, easy.
I use Sirius too, and when I canceled it, that offered it to me for $6.
That's good.
That is good.
I might.
That's $36 a year. I mean, that's almost worth it.
I might would have got it. Listen to my old.
Nice. School. Yes, it was Planet Fitness for her too. I need to cancel my cable. I do not, Felicia.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as you get off this live, you call them. Seriously, girl. I mean, let me tell you, I get irritated at how much they charge for just the internet because it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
But still, even with as much as they charge me for just the internet, I have Disney, Netflix, Hulu. I just got Discovery. I have Prime. But I don't have Prime for the TV as much, but I do watch stuff on there. I really have Prime for the fact that I order stuff.
Exactly.
And I still pay. I think I pay. I know I don't even pay $100 a month for my internet and my subscriptions. Girl, cut it. And you might not even get all the things that I have because you might not be interested in Disney and Netflix and
Yeah.
Hulu. Girl, no. Cut the cord. Get the apps that you're interested in and have the
I
programs
was just
that you're
about to say, because
interested
it's
in.
usually only a couple of channels that we watch. We can't possibly watch all those channels. There are a couple of channels we watch for a specific show. So you
Yep.
can look and see if Hulu has it. Look and see
Yep.
if Netflix has it.
Yep.
Paramount, they got, was it
Yep.
Peacock? They got all
Yep.
of those now. And
They got Philo and they got there's because Philo is like it gives you like 50 cable type stations that are like most watched for like $20 a month.
yeah.
It's like cable, but it's not as many channels as cable. And usually it's got the channels that are most popular. So you're not paying for channels you're not going to watch. Like I said, that's how I watch the Walking Dead. And what is that, AMC?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
When I cancel cable, they offer me a plan to stream to it. That's pretty good.
I hate cable because they didn't do that for me. See, they know they do know they're overcharging you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they're so willing
Yep.
to do that.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
I don't use it at all. I don't even have it.
Gina, your face.
Felicia, I'm about to whip you.
Felicia, rewind it.
I'm about to whip you. Why are you giving them free money? They don't deserve. You better stop giving them your money.
Yeah.
If you have Prime, you can get Roku channel for free. What's on the Roku channel?
I think the Roku is just like Fire Stick, isn't it?
It is, but they might have their own channel, is what I think Audrey's saying.
You need to go sit down.
Girl, I'm about to whip her with a noodle. She about to get it. But when my boys were here, they used it. I know, but how often they be there to use it? No, tell them to bring.
Or they can pay for it.
Phone. They need to bring a tablet or a laptop. That's what they need to do. Because no, ma'am. Or buy a Fire Stick. They what, $20, $25?
Yes, we have.
And then they can log into their streaming accounts that they probably already have at home on your TVs.
We have Fire Sticks on all the TVs except for this TV. And that's just because I'm not buying another Fire Stick and having to program it when I'm in here, not very often. But it's got Fire TV Prime on it, and a lot of.
I was gonna say, if you got a smart TV, you don't even need a Fire Stick.
Yeah, they come with it.
Because 2 of mine are smart TVs. My oldest TV is not, and it has a Fire Stick. It streams a lot of things, shows, and movies. I'm gonna check that out because I do have Prime. I have a Fire Stick on all mine too.
I think a lot.
I have it on all mine, but my smart TVs because they already have the. The
I was so excited because it would have been last December. We were looking at a new truck, and the truck had a HDMI port, and then it had like truck Wi-Fi or something. You mean I can bring my Fire Stick in
here? Listen,
watch my shows. We
listen,
but I can do that.
Listen,
I'm telling you, everywhere.
I'm telling you. She said, Felicia, if you hear the doorbell soon, it's Gina.
That's Jane.
I'm about to get her. Throwing money. Those people do not deserve your money. Not for free. Not for the free. Right. They don't deserve because they ain't gonna do nothing that kind for you. That's what be bothering me. Like where I'm sure Cake was able to call and say she was leaving and they offer her. Girl, I done called my cable network that I get my internet through. They know they the best. They know they have the best freaking internet. They are monopolizing the industry. Yeah. So when I talk about leaving, they were like, well, we hate to lose you.
And also when I was a single mom, I just could not afford the internet through the cable company. So for a long time, we didn't have internet, but that was when computers were still boxy. But when I went to get a new one, when I needed to get internet, 'cause I remember I used to get the Netflix DVDs. It was like 3 a week.
I remember that.
And we would just watch everything on the Netflix DVDs, but then they switched it to streaming.
Yeah.
So at the time, the only way we could watch Netflix was through the Wii. And we did that. And then they switched it. So then I needed something else. But I found a local company, just randomly Googled it, a local company. And you did have to give them your address because they didn't do everybody there. But it was $25. I had them, and it was a local company and a small company, because I still remember the same lady answered the phone. Her name was Liz. I was like, Liz, I ain't got no money next month. Can you wait? She's like, yeah, Tia, it's fine. But when we moved here, they didn't do the address. Otherwise, I would still be with Liz and her internet company.
Yeah. If it ain't broke.
$5.
Yeah. The only reason why I left, I had for years the satellite company.
Dish, DirecTV.
Dish. I had Dish.
Dish.
I had them for years. Never had a problem. Didn't have the issues people have with like DirecTV and stuff, where they'd be like their satellite would be in and out, it'd be sketchy. Only time my satellite went out, we had to have a really bad storm.
Same.
But I love them because the price that I came in at, they did like most companies do, maybe a year or so, you might see a bump in the price, your rate to your bill. I would call them and they'd be like, oh, you know what, we'll fix that. We'll get you back where you were, It got to the point that the people would tell me when to call. They would say, because it was almost like they put you back into a promotional rate.
Yeah.
And it would kick you out after the promotion ends. So they would say, okay, so on June of this year, you're going to get, it's going to go back to this rate. So call us the end of May, and then we'll make sure that for June, you stay at this rate. All the years I was with them. I'm like, that's how you treat a loyal customer. I don't like places that like, I'm with Spectrum. So when they want to get in customers, they run these great deals. Like me and my daughter both have Spectrum. Her internet service is $20 a month because she came in on a promotion, and she's been $20 a month for like 4 years now. Mine is almost 4 times that.
Shortcake says, I love Dish. They are awesome.
They are.
You're right. I've seen some commercial. It's for some cell phone company, but they were like, no matter if you're grandfathered in or if you're new, you're gonna get the same type deals.
That matters.
But I was like, it's sad that they have to put that in an advertisement.
Yeah,
that should be expected.
It should be expected, or you should treat me because I've been loyal for 10 years. I should be getting the best rate.
Yeah,
you don't know if Sally gonna pay her bill every month just because she came in.
Just because she came in. You're right.
And I've been here 10 years. No, ma'am. Right. No, ma'am. I will stay loyal to a company that does me right. I would have stayed with Dish. The only reason I left Dish is because they didn't have internet service. And it was costing me more to pay 2 separate people, one for cable, this is back when I had cable, but one for cable and one for internet. So I bundled. I went to a place where I could bundle. That's the only reason I left them. But would absolutely recommend and go back if I needed to. I could get a better price elsewhere. Yep. I stuck with them way too long because I love them. Yes. I only left them because I needed to bundle. I was just paying too much for my internet and my cable to be separate. And that's the only reason.
And I love me a good bundle. I'm all about bundling some.
I don't bundle anything now because I don't have a landline. And I don't have cable. So I pay a lot for my internet.
I meant like in shopping carts and stuff. Because I will go to Amazon.
I'm done with her.
Blah, 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 blah. Bundle.
I am done with you. I am done. Mine were separate too. Yep. It adds up. So when I was trying to tighten up some things, I had to think about that. but customer service matters too. I'm just big on that.
Absolutely.
And if I leave you, don't try to get me back. I've had companies, AT&T is one of them, put them on blast. I will not ever do business with them again. Just bad customer service. I remember they screwed up my bill for like months and I didn't know. I was just paying it.
Yeah.
And then I finally realized that something didn't look right. So I called them, and whoever it was, when they put in the information, they didn't put the something in there right to have the charge for the services the way it should have been. So they're like, oh yeah, we can see that. You need to call XYZ. Why do I need to call anybody?
Thank you.
These are your people. You
Thank
need to call them. So I didn't. I was like, no, y'all need to fix this. I don't need to be calling 20 different places to get my bill fixed because y'all messed it up. No. So, by the time they fixed it, because they did end up fixing it, I didn't even live in that house anymore. That's how long it took them. I got a check to the house that I currently live in. I don't even remember how long after. I had forgot about the situation until I got the check. I was like, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. They call me all the time. They knock on my door. We want to know if you're interested in. No. Is there a reason why? I said, tell them they need to do better.
Thank you.
They can never get me back as a customer. Well, we're offering right now a $300 gift card for new customers. Y'all can offer me $6. I can't be bought. Your service sucks.
I would have been like, well, $6. Hold on.
I don't care. Listen, they can't get me. I can't do it. Yes. And then they want you to do it. No, they are the worst. I'm telling you, they cannot. And they be everywhere. They be in Sam's Club.
They do.
No. As soon as they try to say, ma'am, are you with AT&T? Yes. Bye. We can't even talk. And they laugh. Some of them just laugh because they know AT&T sucks. Do better. If you
I will say we have AT&T. Marcus does AT&T because he's on the road, and we've had Sprint and we've had Verizon, and he'll go through areas where the cost just dropped. So he's stuck on AT&T. That's his.
Really? Service wise, that's different. I don't usually hear people have good service with their cell phones other than on top of Verizon anyway. I don't have Verizon.
I had Sprint for the longest time until we moved into this house. I would have to, Gina, drive away from my house.
You don't have to tell me. Everybody I know who has Sprint to this day, they can't come over my house and talk on their phone unless they connect to my Wi-Fi.
I answer the phone.
I'm like, if y'all drop that raggedy phone service,
I would answer the phone. My friend, let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me go find my keys. Hold on. I gotta go drive around. Okay, go.
I have friends who had my husband's best friend had Sprint, and one of my close friends had Sprint. Every time they would come over here, I'd be like, if y'all don't drop that service, you can't even take a phone call.
You cannot.
Once they got to my house, and you think, listen, people, I live in the city. I don't live in the suburbs or out in the boondocks. There's no reason they should not get service. Matter of fact, the Sprint store probably ain't nothing but a couple miles from here. And they can't get service. I'm about to switch myself service to AT&T because I work. I can't get service with that. Really? T-Mobile. I've been with T-Mobile probably 20 years. I don't have no problems with them. And the reason I got T-Mobile when I first did 20 years ago is because I went to Chicago one year for my birthday. One of my friends lives there. And my girlfriend who rode down there with me had T-Mobile. I had Cricket at the time. And her I had to use her phone to call back home, talk to my daughter and my mom and stuff like that. And when I got back home, I switched to T-Mobile. I was like, I don't want to be traveling somewhere and not be able to talk to them. I haven't been in one place, and I've been a lot of places. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to, of course, Chicago. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to St. Louis. I've been a lot of places, and I have service everywhere. But that's not to negate that you don't. have it wherever you're going, wherever you're at, or wherever you're traveling that is giving you problems. But I usually have service. Most places, unless I hit certain areas that I know that might be
T-Mobile run
surveillance.
Did they?
They did.
I don't think I knew that. I didn't know
They
that.
did.
But now that
They
when you
did.
said it, I was like, wait a minute, have I even seen a Sprint store?
They did. They don't. They did. They bought them. They're all T-Mobile stores now.
I did not know.
T-Mobile didn't buy just them either. I think they bought another phone service company as well. But yeah, they did. On my job, and when I called to cancel it, told them why. They didn't even argue. They just said check back. Wow, maybe it's something. What state is that? I don't even know what city, but what state are you in, Shortcake?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they did, Audrey. They bought Sprint. My mother-in-law, I have her on. I pay me and my husband pay her cell phone bill, and she doesn't use a phone like that. She just wants to have it in case of emergencies.
Right.
But she has the Walmart cell phone. I forget what it's called.
We did that too. It was like T-Mobile Friends and Family or something.
It's through. I think T-Mobile is like the undercut person that takes care of it.
Well, we had that for a long time too. I did like them. She says,
yeah, and it's only like $20-some. So I was like, and it's unlimited. Everything. I just put her in here as mom, the sale, but I forget what the name of the company is. I have them on auto pay, so it just auto deducts it every month. Mississippi, okay. Yeah, I'm in Ohio. I haven't been to Mississippi. So that's one state I haven't been to the test to let you know if it worked there. No, it's not Straight Talk. It's Family Mobile. It's Family Mobile.
I called it Friends and Family. I knew it was something.
But I know people who had Straight Talk and they liked it. They worked. I had a couple friends. They worked at Walmart and they had it back when it like first came out. I think they went from Cricket to Straight Talk. They actually really liked it, but at that time it was still like kind of new. But now it's still out there, so apparently they did well. But yeah, I have her on Family Mobile, and she's been on that plan. I don't know. It's been some years. It's probably been 4 or 5 years. She don't have any complaints. She don't have no problems.
That's good.
I had it for a while. Yeah, I know a lot of people who really liked it. She uses it mostly to talk to my brother-in-law because he lives in Washington State. So it's a way for her to talk back and forth to him, and I have to have long distance on her landline because, of course, you know, most folks that are older still have a landline.
My mama just got rid of her landline.
My mother-in-law.
When I tell you, we fussed at her because she will leave her cell phone in the car, in the kitchen, and she in the bedroom on silent. Some kind of way she turned it on do not disturb for like 2-3 weeks. No, you're too old to be doing this.
That's why she needed her landline. You shouldn't have took it away from her. That's why she needed. My mother-in-law, she don't care what nobody say. She gonna have that landline.
She got rid of that landline. I was fussing. Mommy.
Listen. And I'd be calling her and I'd be cracking up because if I call her, she got cordless phones too still. And if I call her and her cordless phone is in another room, she's not gonna get up to go get it.
No, my mama won't either. I'm
like, so I'll be talking on her answering machine like, Mom, you know who it is. Call me when you get this message.
I'm around the corner. Both me and my sister are around the corner from my mom. So we'll go over there. Why didn't you answer the phone? I ain't feel like it. Let me do that. You blowing my phone up and sending text messages and everything.
Listen, Shortcake said, and I love T-Mobile. My husband makes fun of me because I won't leave them. I'll be driving and talking to him. I
have a friend that she's like, oh, I'm passing this church. Let me call you back in about 2 minutes.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I made the comment, like we have areas where you know that it's like not the best area of your city. Those areas drop calls anytime you ride through it. they have to be under surveillance.
Yeah.
I always say I'm riding through surveillance land because
Yeah.
you have to be, and I don't even be going through the neighborhood part of it. I be going down a main street that goes past that area. It's always going to drop.
Mm-hmm.
I pay for this phone. I talk on it when I want to. You don't determine when I talk on my phone. I do, Mom. You answer your gut dang phone. Felicia, if you was my mom, I'd be showing up. Just like Tia said, I used to do that to my mom. Don't scare me like that. Answer the phone. Even if you don't feel like talking. Just say,
I told her once, I said, look, we're gonna put one of them that Life 360 on your phone because we ain't got time to be tracking you around. We need to know.
I used to do my mom the same way. And I do my mother-in-law like that.
Mhm.
Like, I need to know you're okay. That's all because first you'd be like, oh, okay, well, she may be busy. But then when they don't call back after so long, then you it's just like anybody, you go through the stages. So the first stage is understanding. The second stage is anger because they haven't called you back. And now the third stage is panic because you're like, what if something's wrong? Now I gotta take my bonnet off, put some clothes on because I'm in my pajamas, and ride around in your house, only to find out you in the kitchen sitting down eating dinner, watching TV.
No,
and your
I'm
phone
over your
is in the
house
back of the
with
house.
my robe on, my bonnet, and my flip flops.
And looking at me like,
we
girl, why
know
you
the
tripping?
garage door code, and I have a key. I dare you not to answer the phone or answer the doorbell when I ring. And then I'd be looking because she got the
Oh,
little
you a good
glass
one.
with the and a curtain behind. I'd be looking.
Girl, but I used to take the key, open up that door. Mom, where you at? Where you at?
Well, what did you want? Well, I didn't want anything.
It doesn't matter. Same. Like I said, you go through the stages. The first stage is understanding, then you're angry, then you panic because you're like, maybe something wrong. Now you feel bad because you got angry. Then you get angry again when you get there because you like, you don't have me get worried for nothing.
I'd be like, really? You just didn't want to answer your phone? Really?
Felicia said, my phone rings and I look at it.
That's
then I say, I don't feel like walking over there to answer it.
That's my mama. I know she looked at that phone.
Equipment. I don't like that. I don't like that, Audrey, that they have interference equipment because it just seems sketch. But what if my car break down in that area?
Yep.
And it's not like, I don't like it.
You're right.
And there's no service that doesn't drop there. I know people with all the different services that it drops in this particular where I'm at, this particular area, period. Shady, if you ask me. But yeah. Look, we went in on these companies.
We did.
We have.
But I enjoyed our planner talk.
Yes. I'm telling you, I love it. I love planning. I love the planners. I love the stickers. And it does help you be more accountable. So if you really want to get serious about that, leave them cards at home and spend with cash. I'm telling you, you're going to spend less.
Right.
It's only going to go fast if you think you can fall back on them cards.
You're right.
That's the only time.
Right.
But when you ain't depending on those cards, it don't go fast. This money don't get touched unless I need to touch it.
I tell you, and I didn't know where to start off with because I never did it before. So I think like the first week I did $40, and then I was like, well, I only touched $20 of that, so I'm not even gonna do $40 next week. I can put some more money in that. But I had went to the doctor. It was like an unexpected thing, and I went to the doctor, and all I had was my cash. And I was, can I pay you online because I only got a little bit of cash and I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it.
Yeah. And that's why I have an envelope for that. That's why I have a medical envelope. That's why I have a medical envelope for anything that comes up for that's out of the ordinary. I put in for that. But I agree. You figure out like you said, you put 40 in there, you're like, I only spent 20. Well, you think, do I want to keep putting 40, or would I rather
Right.
have 10 of that go over here and maybe make
Mhm.
it 30, or
Mhm.
25 and make 15 go over here? You start doing that because you will critique it as you go. Like, trust me, I did not start with everything the way it is now. This is
Mhm.
all through me building as I went, changing what I thought,
Mhm.
um, how much I thought. I think in the beginning, a lot of them I was putting too much in. Then I realized, no, let's be realistic. How much is it realistic? Am I realistically
Right.
comfortable with
Right.
spending on a certain item?
Mhm.
There's an envelope for everything, Audrey. Everything. No, not everything. Everything I find
Mhm.
to be important. I have an envelope for my subscriptions.
Mhm.
So like my Costco, my Sam's, my anything that I have that's an annual subscription that I pay into.
And I did
Um,
just like you did, because you were saying how you have your budget where you have your subscriptions.
mhm,
One thing that I would forget are my annual subscriptions. So
mhm.
my virus security, the Ring doorbell,
The
stuff like
Ring
that. And
doorbell.
then all of a sudden
Mhm.
it would come out. Now
Yep,
I got a place for that now. I've
yep,
accounted for you.
yep. That's all in. Yep, because I have a Ring doorbell too. So my Ring doorbell, my
Mhm.
Sam's, all those things. I'm scared I'm gonna run out of cash when I carry it with. I keep,
Mhm.
but okay, but you. I didn't take my cards out of my. I didn't have to. I just didn't touch them.
I had to,
Mhm,
but that was me. I had no
mhm,
discipline. If you have no
mhm.
discipline, you can't leave a Twinkie holic in a Twinkie factory. They don't have discipline. I had no
Mhm,
discipline. So for
mhm.
me, and it was like I said, it was an eye opener. I had no idea how much I spent, what I was spending it on. I was just spending
I
it.
don't think it's an addiction, shortcake. It's a habit. It's what you've been
Mhm.
doing. It's just been your way of life. So it's not really an addiction, but it's
Mhm.
just changing that because the reason I got into that, I follow a lot of like well, not a lot, but mostly this one lady, she called the Budgetista on she's the one who I started getting into budgeting with. She would tell you like getting into your budget. What is he
He was squeaking that thing and throwing.
doing? Getting into your budget, making sure like getting into the like all the things you don't think of. So everybody thinks of rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, stuff like that. Nobody thinks of, hey Kodak. Nobody thinks of the little things like we just said, your subscriptions, your Ring doorbell, because it only comes out once a year, your Sam's Club membership, because it only comes out once a year, Costco, because it's only once a year.
Right.
So
Right.
thinking of those things. And then once I got those things into it, then I started adding stuff like car maintenance. What if I need a car battery? What if I need tires? I'm going to need oil changes. That's a normal maintenance thing. So I started budgeting for the things that I knew I was going to do, like oil changes, and those things that could possibly happen, like um, needing tires or something going wrong in the car, needing some type of maintenance. Now, am I putting enough away to it? I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought of a number in my head that sounded good, and I was like, "That's what I'll put towards."
Because you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I know the amount that I have probably couldn't pay for everything that could
Mhm.
go wrong with my car, but it could pay for a lot of the things.
You
I
can't.
started at 500, then I went to 1,000, and I
Mhm.
capped off at 1,500, and that's all I put
Mhm.
towards like car maintenance. I have one for home maintenance. If you own your house, you know this stuff can come up.
Mhm.
Have something there. If a water heater goes out, or you need have to get your AC maintenance or your furnace,
Mhm.
have a envelope for that. So instead of me being willy nilly with my card, because what I found, the reason why I stopped doing it is because I spent more.
Yeah.
So I would find like, I would be like, oh, I got this much in my account. And then I check my account again and it'd be like way lower than that. And I'm like,
Yep.
where's my money
Me
going?
too.
Then I look at all the transactions. Oh, you spent $5 there. Oh, remember when you stopped at the store and you bought that chips and pop? That was there. And then you went and did that. And then your friends wanted to go out to lunch. And then the coworker said, let's go out to lunch. And then guess what? They opened the ice cream place that you went to. All that stuff start adding up. Now $100 is gone.
It really helped me. This is all since I've been known Gina, and she's been talking about the budgeting. But I mean, I would do like Grubhub easily 3-4 times a week. 3 or 4 times a week. Now I'm gonna say I only do Grubhub on Wednesdays because I'm getting wings and I want them from a specific spot, and I'm not gonna drive there. I've cut down to once a week. But I knew where everything was going. And it wasn't I'm spending because mentally I have this much money. But then again, I don't know how much my subscriptions are. I don't know what days they come out on. And next thing I know, I've overdrawn. Now I got to pay my overdraft fee because I'm not keeping anything. Y'all, I've been doing real good since Gina came around.
And see, that's what I keep that little one for, the little personal one. It has my subscriptions. And when they renew, I have a little piece of paper here that tells me what my subscriptions are, what month they renew in, how much it's going to be when it renews, so I can watch for them and make one. So when I know they're coming around, I have a checking with 2 savings connected to it, and one is a short term. So I leave the money for those type of things, my maintenance, my car maintenance, my subscriptions and stuff there, and then I just move it to my checking when it's going to be ready to come out of the checking account.
Felicia said, Wings Wednesday.
Yes. Now, see, Tia need to upgrade because she could save money if she made her own wings, but we're just going to digress on that. I make wings for my family every week, Wednesday. My husband likes wings. So it became Wing Wednesday years ago.
Okay, bye, Psalms.
See you later, Psalms.
It's so long.
Yes. And yes, I said ice cream.
That I refuse. There will be no overdraft fees. Exactly. But I was doing it. But like, I didn't know what was coming out. I didn't know when it was coming out. I just know, okay, Disney is $5 and I think it come. Do you know I'm going to say for probably about 9 months, because I said I had Paramount. At the time, it was CBS. I had CBS through Prime, and then I had CBS by itself. So I was paying double. And I could never figure it out. I'm like, it says CBS, but I know I just paid that 2 weeks ago. Like, I couldn't figure it out. I had to call Amazon, and they were like, you have it through Prime, which will say Prime on your bill, and this other one will say CBS. The exact same thing.
Wow. It's so easy to happen.
I didn't know. I was just doing stuff. I was just spending.
That's why I watch mine closely, but I have my account also set up to where it alerts me of any transaction over $10. So I did it for multiple reasons. For one, people's accounts were getting hacked like crazy over the Panini. And then I actually had someone file unemployment. And had it with my name as their employer. I was like, first of all, you tried it.
As their employer.
As the employer. They didn't even try to do it as me, as being me. And actually there were 3 people in my office that got hit like that. So then you have to call unemployment, let them know it's a fraud or whatnot, and then they take care of it. But people was frying left and right. So I was like, I need to know any activity with my account. I don't want to find it out when something big hits it. But it also lets me know when those little things come out. So when my Prime comes out, because it's over $10, I know. When my Audible comes out, it's over $10. I know. So certain things are going to alert me, and I'm like, oh, that came out. So I come home and get in my planner, and I mark it off as paid and how much it came out for.
That's what I do in my everything planner. When I look on the calendar, I have when I'm getting paid. I also have how much I'm doing with the savings challenges off to the side. So then I can kind of calculate. But every time I see like a rotating something comes out, or I just signed up for something, it's going to come out, I put it on the day.
Yeah.
I will be putting that in the budget planner because I like being able to see I get paid every 2 weeks. So in these 2 weeks, this is how much I have coming out, and this is exactly when it will hit. That's me. I like it like that.
Yep. Shortcake said, did they refund your money? CBS.
No, ma'am. But, I didn't ask to be refunded. They probably would have if I asked, but I didn't even think about it at the time.
Felicia says she only has
my bad. I ain't think about it.
However, she's paying for cable that she doesn't watch, so there's that. She said her husband had his identity stolen thanks T-Mobile. Yeah, they had breaches. T-Mobile had a breach. Heck, the your credit reporting agencies had breaches. Which one was it? Was it all of them?
It was
Experian. It was Experian.
And it was after that breach that me and Marcus, we froze all of our credit. So I don't have to worry about somebody opening up a new line of credit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, freezing that credit did save me a couple of times. So I'm like, Lydia showed me this thing. It was called the craft room, but it was like this storage thing, and it opened up and it did this and it did that. I applied for that credit. It was like, your credit frozen. What? why you even try it? That's why it's frozen. That's exactly why it's there. Because it would be back there. I would have it. I was ready. I wasn't going to tell Marcus. I don't know how I was going to pay for it, but I was going to have it.
Was it online, Felicia, that happened? Or because it seemed like it'd be harder to do in person. But I could see somebody being able to be slick on that online. I have seen, I had a friend who's somehow her credit card number got stolen. Only thing she did is went to the gas station and paid at the pump. So I don't know if she didn't pay attention. Maybe it was one of them readers. I don't know.
They have one of them readers.
But the gas station allows someone to make a purchase of over $100 worth of stuff inside of a gas station. Who does that? Let's start there.
That sounds suspect.
Without having a card present, just by having the card number.
Wow.
Now, who do that?
So I saw that thing. It was Lydia's fault because I tried to buy it. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to buy it right then and there. And
they walked into the store. Yeah, T-Mobile need they butt beat.
Yeah,
I could see online, but you ain't gonna let no what? Do better. Because when I go into the store, I can't just go and get something, even on my plan. I have to go in there. I'm in there with my phone. I'm like, okay, like when I went and got my watch, I want to get the watch. Okay, well, they ask me for my phone number so they can look up the account, and they'll look up the account. But before I could buy that, whatever, I don't care what it is, they want to see my ID.
Yep.
So that whoever that was got to do better, because they always ask to see my ID every time. Because I always go into the store to buy my stuff. I don't like doing that.
It's the same way. I went in there. I dropped my phone, cracked the screen. So I went to the Geek Squad. And like I said, I'm not carrying any cards with me. So therefore, and I was at lunch at the time. So therefore, I have no reason to carry my wallet with me. Ain't no money in it. And Best Buy was literally right across the street from my work. And the lady was like, okay, we can fix your phone. It's going to be this much. So, I ain't got no money. I was like, can you pull my card up? Oh, and I just paid through my card online. She's like, yeah, we can do that. I need to see your ID. I ain't got my wallet. I ain't got nothing.
See, girl.
So I had to go get my wallet with my ID in it so they could do it.
Listen, Felicia, at this point, I'm not sure if you're telling us or yourself that you're not buying anything into Black. See you later, Audrey. Thanks for stopping in.
Bye, Audrey. We go get off
Hanging
sleep.
out.
Thank you.
But caused so much stress. I know it did.
Yeah.
I know it
it's
did.
stressful.
Listen, I told you I work in the bankruptcy field. We have had someone somehow intercede a check that was sent to a creditor in a whole nother state. We literally take checks directly to the post office. So there's nobody between our office and the post office that should be able to touch these checks. Somehow this individual got a check, tried to use something to take off who it was payable to, took a typewriter and typed his name on it, went into one of those check cashing places to try to cash the check. And the lady could look at it and clearly see the check had been altered.
Wow.
And so she told him she couldn't cash it. He would have to come back because she needed to she gave him some excuse, but she kept the check. So she called us. And I'm like, I look up the check number she gives me. I'm like, yep, that check was not payable to that person.
Wow.
So we had to do a police report and all that. And there's a whole thing going on from that. But people will listen, and this guy, clearly, he wasn't like mastermind thief. He was on camera. I mean, he literally went in there like he was about to cash his payday check.
Wow.
So he was seeing, they have a full profile of him. It's just a whole thing.
Felicia said y'all are influencers. Gina is the influencer.
Mm-hmm.
Gina. I bought 2 planners since Saturday because 3 planners since Saturday because of Gina.
No, I influence you to make a savings envelope to invest in those items. I'm pretty sure I did. It's supposed to be a gradual thing.
I couldn't think of anything witty to say just now.
Well, that was one of the things. I am not impulsive. I'm like Sweet Cake says she is. She thinks through any big purchase anyway. Mm-hmm. To me, a big purchase can be $50. I'm not kidding you. It can be like and it depends on what the item is, but it can easily be a $50 purchase. Like if I was impulsive, the Cricut would be at my front step already. I wouldn't have cared about paying full price because I wanted it. I am not impulsive. I will hold
to research any big items, and usually mine could be big because of size, because that usually means I can't sneak it in the house. Marcus is gonna know I have it, or big because of price. But it'd be them little things. Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah,
that purse is little. I can get that purse.
I know that's right. Jane, do you mean because of the story I gave about the check that was stolen? Do I use a check writing pen? Our checks are printed out on Mercury Ink. So it's they're printed out through the computer, through a printer. That ink, if you're not familiar with what it is, it lifts. It looks like it's a little lifted from the check. It's that way for a reason. And so no, we don't use any kind of pen. I don't write checks. I cut almost 1,500 checks the first day of every month. Wow. And we cut checks every day of the month in smaller increments. But if the first falls on the weekend, it's the first day after that, first weekday, I cut at least 1,500 checks out of every account to these creditors.
Wow.
And that's just part of the process. So no, we ain't sitting there signing no 1,500 checks, but this does not typically happen. I've been there almost 20 years and I can never remember a time where someone was stupid enough to try to alter one of our checks.
It's like what
and it was so clear. Even the police officer who called us was like, this was such if I had to guess, the person probably was on drugs. How they got the check is another question. He didn't work for the post office, so how did you get the check? So was this a situation where we got a postal worker who just threw some checks somewhere? Because that's been seen on videos and stuff. I don't know, but he got his hands on this check that should have been many states away from us.
That don't make no sense.
Somehow. So, and it wasn't even worth. Like now, he's going to have that on his record, and he's going to deal whatever the consequences are of it for a check that was not a lot.
Right.
It was not that much of a check. It wasn't enough for that. You got to have a lot of zeros for me to risk it all, and it was not. It was not. I can't even remember how much it was, but if I had to guess, might have been like I don't even know if it was 1,000. It might have been a little over 1,000. I don't know. I meant for your personal. I don't write checks. I don't write checks. I haven't written a check in I don't know how long. I don't even have a checkbook.
I don't have a checkbook. I have some somewhere in this house. I know I have checkbooks, but I don't have check because I said I'm not buying any more checkbooks because I know I got brand new checks.
I don't have brand new checks, and I don't have a checkbook, and I don't write checks. I actually find it weird that people still do. I'm like, no, I don't write checks. I have employees. I have one that I remember being upset during the time when the post office was like really jacked up during our last president's term, and she had sent a bill payment to the company and mailed it, and it just the mail just was not getting to places. And she was so frustrated. And I was like, why are you still writing checks?
Yeah.
It's so easy to go online.
You're right.
Most of my utilities and stuff, I won't let auto pay because I want to know how much you charge me before I pay it. But a lot of my stuff is. My mortgage payment is. I got it on auto through the bank. But no, I don't write checks. Yeah. But I know that it's a catch-22 because I don't write checks. Plus, I'm going to tell you this, for those of you who do. Your check end up in the wrong hands. Somebody is already online duplicating your check with your check number, routing information, and purchasing things. On the other hand, I use my card for a lot of things. So I'm paying bills with my bank card. If the system gets hacked, which they are really... It takes really good hackers to hack those systems. Trust me. If T-Mobile gets hacked, if Experian gets hacked, anybody, these people are considered some of the best out there. Yeah. Because the type of programming that's set up to keep them out, if they get in, they're good. So if they get hacked, the likeliness of it is so slim, but when it happens, usually they can catch it really fast. If you've ever seen when, like with Experian, when they got breached, they caught it really quickly. The only problem is they can't say how much got out before they caught it. So they can't say how many people actually they saw or got information on before they caught it. They can say how many in numbers, but they can't say who, but they usually catch it really quickly because the kind of company I work for, we have it so secured. It gets caught fast. Yeah, it gets caught fast, and we're not even up there with governmental stuff. I mean, we are, but not really. So, yeah, a lot of people don't like the thought of auto pay, but I think it's safer than a check will ever be. Because, like I said, if your check gets into the wrong hands, it is so much easier. So much easier to duplicate that and purchase all the things they want to. Yeah. All the things. I mean, they can literally duplicate a check with your data at the bottom of it, go into somewhere and use it. Yeah. It's so easy. Not to scare anybody, but it is. And unfortunately, we live in a more digital world, and you almost got to move with that digital. Because it's going to be the safest. It's going to be safer they really go through all the hoops to keep it that way because they want to move that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're more insured as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my account hacked. What was that, last month? I said I had a couple of Apple payments. It wasn't iPhone, it was Apple payments go through my account. 2 of them for $100 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an Apple account. I have Android, so I don't have an Apple account.
Mm-hmm.
And I called my bank, let me know something went through with more than $10. I called my bank, like, freeze it. I don't have no Apple account. So I don't know how they did it, how they got the information to push through, what they got onto to do it. But I was able to get my $200 back in my account.
Mm-hmm.
Damn desktop.
Well, ladies, we are about to close it down.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you enjoy.
We'll be back though, because we do have some planners coming that are really nice to share.
We do. I'm so excited.
Yes. It's gonna be nice. I think you guys start saving. How about that? Y'all start y'all envelopes now. Because I think this planner you're gonna like so much that you're probably gonna want to get it.
I will say I liked it. I loved it as soon as she showed it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. And Gina has a video on it because I had just YouTubed it. And guess who popped up? Miss Gina.
I do.
Showing all the things. So
I do. Yes. So you could go through and find that. It's called a Carrie, like the name, CARIELELLE.
Mm-hmm.
And you could go look at the video of it where I go through and show you what's all in there. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
I'm really excited about it. I don't think I've ever been excited about a meal plan.
You know, you could wait too.
What'd you say?
I said we're gonna show it on here too, so they could just wait to see it on here because it's gonna be a different design as well. I mean, I'm sure she's changed maybe some of the fonts and all that with it, and
I am.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, we're gonna hop on off, but be looking for more planner stuff because I know Gina said the meal planner, but also when I get all of my 2023s.
And them stickers and all the things.
All the things.
All the things.
All of them.
Gina is an algorithm.
Yeah, she is. She was in the algorithm. She popped up. They liked that video. I really
thank you, Shortcake.
Thank you.
Save up. These Black Friday deals are going to be worth it, Shortcake. So don't rush out. Don't be impulsive. Be patient. Because we're about to have them Black Friday deals. And you're going to get a great deal on a great planner.
I am purposely, and every time like Gina gives me a suggestion or a name, check that out. I actually write it in my planner beside that Friday. Because like I said, I'm going to need a whole good 2 hours to myself so I can go get all the things online and compare my prices.
I like a deal. I've been a couponer before. I still coupon from time to time, but I don't do it like I used to. But I like a deal. I don't like to pay full price for nothing.
Great.
You have a blessed evening as well, Jane.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.